Pew, pew, pew. You. What is up, everybody? Rage Cage 20 here. Back with the final song here for the In This Moment Mother album. We'll talk about that here in a second, what I mean by technically. We have Into Dust, originally by Maisie Star. I went and looked up a little bit. A Maisie Star song. I don't remember what it was. Something about, I don't know. I can't remember what it was called. But just listening to it, kind of got definitely this kind of smooth, kind of country, a little country, maybe not bluegrass. Kind of this a little bit country, a little bit not really rock. Definitely say maybe some kind of subsector country in there. But just it seemed like this really young girl. And I don't know what happened to her, but there was like behind the, making of the band, behind the scenes, kind of the tragic story of Maisie Star. So something happened to her. I don't fucking know. But her voice had this kind of natural lulling drawl to it, which I think Maria could do some good work with. So this should definitely be a good time here with this song. The lyrics themselves are like this big on the screen. It's like a 7-minute song. So who knows what we're in for? Now the reason I say technically is because I was thinking of adding, because there's no bonus songs for this album, at least that I know of, at least that I've been able to research. I've found none. So I don't think there is, but I remember hearing, I think it was either on Lay Your Guns Down. It was at the end of Ritual, I think. Lay Your Guns Down or Creep. That there was that a fantastic viewer of mine, you know who you are, mentioned something about her doing some kind of work, some kind of song or something. I want to say with some kind of like movie, like Marvel or something. I don't remember. I'm going to go find that comment and go find that song, and we'll probably have that be the bonus track for this album and whatnot. So there probably will be like one other one in between the end of this album, Mastodon, and the next series of albums we do. So technically the last song on the album, but we probably will add an extra one attached to that. But for now, we have this song to get through. Now, of course, with all the final songs in these albums, at the very end I will talk about what we're doing next. There'll be chapters in here, so if you want to go check that out, you know where to skip to. So if you're interested, make sure you stick around for that, or just skip to the end. Whatever floats your boat. But for now, we got a 6-minute and 40-second song. So let's see what happens here. Into Dust. Let's go.
God is she, and she is God. I am her, and you are me. I had to burn to be set free. We were all blind.
Ah, that hurts.
growing colder. I could feel myself under your face. Under your face. It was you, brothers and tall. I could feel my eyes turning into dust, and two strangers turning into dust. Turning into dust. Into dust. Turning into dust. Into dust. Into dust. Into
Just wanted to give a moment for that, let that settle. Just a moment of silence for that. That was peaceful. I don't know, had this kind of sorrowfulness to it. It was pretty. That was pretty. That'd be a really nice song to go to sleep to. Really, honestly, it's just kind of that very repeating piano pattern there, little piano motif there. It's just very lulling, very gorgeous, beautiful string work in there. That'd be a really peaceful song to fall asleep to. Like you just put that on, man. That'd be good shit right there. That was nice. I like that. That's definitely a much better ending to the album than Lay Your Guns Down. I did not care much for Lay Your Guns Down. But that was actually really nice, and that was a really nice end song for this album for sure. It was beautiful. It was peaceful. It wasn't too much. It wasn't overdone in any way. It didn't feel like they're just like, we have to have a sad, slow song at the end. It just felt natural. That was good shit. That was really good shit. I like that. I don't really got a whole lot to that one. Well, that's all right. Um, we don't really need to. I mean, we'll go over it briefly. We'll just let it play out from the beginning. Um, but I'll just talk about it now. We have that cricket return, that kind of cricket nature sound, return from Legacy, which was cool, and it sounded like the beginning stuff. It did not. That sounded like Maria. That did not sound like what was actually in the song. But I don't know. I haven't listened to the original song yet. I'll probably go check it out sometime. Um, but yeah, that did not sound like it was in the original. But oh, maybe it was. Fuck if I know. And it was also very dark, and and there's that rumble, fucking that bass in there. I don't know if y'all wearing headphones or not. But that hurt my ears. It was like really strong. That was weird. We'll get to it eventually. It'll pop up. But then I like that they also ended that again, that theme that's came up a handful of times in here of returning to where you started, kind of thing. I think that's a repetitious theme. Um, Kind of like a birth and death kind of thing, returning back to the elements from which you came from, kind of thing. It feels like where that theme, with that it's trying to represent, but then again, I could be wrong. I fuck about now. But yeah, I liked it that came back. The way she was delivering this opening line, kind of, again, I got horror movie on my brain. Luckily, my door's closed now. Don't worry about that. Hopefully, but yeah, kind of like a kind of very horror sounding. It also sounded like, how do I phrase this? It was either the line "I am her and you are me," or "We're born to be set free." Um, I would use the British term, but I don't know actually what it is. um, let's just say it sounded like she was excited. I was just maybe use British terminology here, because maybe that softens the blow. I don't know. Maybe I would say maybe a little randy, maybe a little Polly, I think is what they say. I think it's Polly or Polly or something. Like, maybe a little excited. I'm not sure, but that's kind of what came to my ears. I wrote down horny, but well, I just said horn to be fair, just because I knew what that would mean. But she seemed a little turned, like she was excited to turn someone, to bring him back to the song. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's go back through that, and you hear the way she delivered that. Very, very interesting intro here. But then when it got into the song part of the song, instead of that kind of intro part of the song, it was like exactly what I was expecting, and it was very beautiful and soft, and it's interesting. It's very interesting. Let's hope my ears can survive this fucking bass again. That fucking hurt. There we go. Got them crickets. Got them crickets. That nature sound coming out.
God is she, and she is God.
Yes, that kind of like those like very horror sound effects.
I am her, and you are me.
Yeah. I don't know what the words are there, because it says we're born to be set free here, but it doesn't sound like that's what she says. But since I don't know what she says, I'm just going to assume that's we're born. Correct me, I don't know. But the way she's just like, we're born to be set free, is just like, whoa, Maria, there's people watching. Come on, man. You know what I mean? It seems a Well, seems a little naughty, but I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting wants and desires. I don't know. Maybe that's the way I just wanted to be talking to me. So like maybe that's just what I'm thinking.
It's born to be set free.
Right? Does that sound a little naughty to you? No, maybe it's just me. But yeah, very very interesting intro here.
We were all blind.
Oh, it dum, which is a cool effect, but then it just like hangs there. Still there. Ah, it's gone. It just hangs in this ear. Why? Oh god, I don't like the way that feels. Anyways, oh good now. But yeah, but after that, just piano comes in, soft. It's just like is a very interesting intro. Feels a little out of place, but I'm not like against it. It's definitely very trippy horror like way to get into this song. It does feel like a little bit clashing because then I don't think the rest of the song really feels that way, but maybe there's some like behind the scenes secret meaning of the song originally was, and she's like encapsulating, is that the right word? Is capturing that emotion with the beginning so that you know there's something deeper going on here or something. I don't know. But it's still cool. I still like it. Except for that bass note. Except for that. I don't like that. But but everything, the rest of it's just like it's cool. I ain't nothing wrong with it. Alright, here. So we got next thing to get to around 1:15-ish. I kind of like, she kind of had this nice open, kind of round, dark, like a little bit hollow, not in a bad way, but just kind of this very open. I think hollowness came from the really open sound that she had coming in here. She was singing. It was really nice. I liked it. Oh, you know, it's very warm, very round. It's got this little bit of a hollowness to it. It's nice. It's a nice touch. I really like it. I really like the way she's singing this. Because I feel like she could have easily like creep this, you know, the way she's saying in the creep, it was all kind of gravelly and just whispery the whole way through, but she actually has this very beautiful open, warm, soft tone. I love it.
Breathless and new.
As she even has this kind of very kind of like very reverb heavy kind of echoey production going on in her voice, which sounds pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, just good tone there. Love that. Around 1:35 here, we'll just jump 5-ish seconds on the word inside. Is it inside today? Maybe. I like this kind of slide down in the notes that she's playing with around here. Actually, we're just going to go back to where we were. See if we can find it. Yeah, inside. Just kind of how it just holds for a second and then slides down. That's beautiful. I like that. Now a lot of there's certain sections in here, especially turning into dust. 2 strangers turning into dust. That the note pattern for that I feel like kind of repeats quite a bit, but it's kind of nice. It's very simplistic. It kind of stays the same pattern, just kind of going through the lyrics, same like note pattern, going through the lyrics and stuff. It just kind of again creates that kind of lulling lullaby like sound to it, just a very softness to it. And I think that softness is empowered by kind of the simplicity of it all. I think it's very smooth. It's very, I'd say pretty smart way to write it out. It's nice. I really like it. I think it's really nice. Let's keep going here. I think it was similar the way you did inside. Pretty much So Inside Today, Beside Me Today, kind of done pretty much the same way. But again, that repetition's actually kind of nice. It's got this nice lulling effect to it. That dun dun, I think is the 2-note pattern that's coming back at the end of a lot of these phrases. But again, nice. I like it. I like it. 240 shorty. Yeah. There's a little break in the vocal line here after the first big section of text. It said very beautiful piano, and there was even this low note in there that was just like, oh, it sounds kind of like a cello. I was like, oh no, I think that's just a piano. And then a cello came in. I was like, oh, maybe it was a cello. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful piano and string work here. Really, really, really like it. Yeah, the dom. And then I hear the dom. So I was like, oh, I think that's just piano. But I think that also might have been a cello in there. Actually, that could be a cello, but I think that's actually a string bass. When I think about it. Beautiful. Very beautiful, just dun 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 dun, kind of repeating melody from the piano there is just very beautiful. Again, has that kind of lulling feel to it, and then you just have this very gorgeous string work on top of this repeating piano line. It's beautiful, very beautiful. Awesome. And then the very end repeats back to crickets. Pretty much the rest of this song is just kind of pretty much the same with different lyrics. So pretty much going to be just repeating the same things throughout here. So we'll just end it by saying that I love that callback to Legacy, and then the callback to the as started, so end, as above, so below. Effect that's been going on in quite a handful of these songs. And again, just very beautiful, soft, well sung song here. Just gorgeous. Beautiful way to end out the album for sure. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. So that's gonna do it for us here today on the this one. I want to make sure I don't talk. Well, you wouldn't see it anyways. That's going to do it for us here today on this album, this song. Beautiful way to end this out. Now again, there will probably be another In This Moment song before we get to the next two albums. There's also going to be there's going to be 2 songs in between these 2 albums, Mastodon and In This Moment, and the next 2 that I'm about to mention here in a little bit. And one, I'm going to do a Tarja song that was requested by a very nice person. And I said, like, yeah, I'll get to that. We'll slide that in there. But also, I think I'll slide another In This Moment song. A non-album attached single of theirs. Slide that in there as well. If I can find it. Which I assume I will. I don't know. But what we got next, we have finally the winner. The winner of the vote from a while back now, at least a good month or 2 back now. OTEP. We finally got into OTEP, which is similar to In This Moment, but usually more aggressive than in this moment. But Ascension, the album Ascension, won the vote between the technically 3 options, which some of y'all are fucking trolls. Most people voted for Ascension. There's like maybe 2 votes for Hydra, and 2 votes for an album voted by you guys in the comments. 2 votes for that. However, neither of them nor anyone else actually suggested a different album in the comments, but people voted that it should be a different album in the comments, but they didn't feel the need to share an album in the comments. Y'all fucking trolls. But that didn't really matter anyways, because Ascension seemed to win by quite a bit. Now, I have heard, if it's the, I'm pretty sure it is. I have heard Ghost Flowers, which I really, really enjoy, and Confrontation, which I really, really enjoy from that album. I have not heard anything else. I've also heard Apex Predator, which I referenced in the last song, I believe it was, from... no, that was Hunting Grounds. I referenced that in the Hunting Grounds, that's right. I was an Apex Predator from the Hydra album. And I technically heard a song from her, something about I bet I eat pussy better than you do. One of their newer albums. I don't remember what song that was, but I just remember being like, I would hope so. I'm just saying, if you have that genitalia, I hope you would understand how to work it better than someone who doesn't. But hey, fuck if I know. Anyways, I just thought that was fucking funny. I gotta find that song sometime. I gotta do that song on one of these videos. It's fucking funny. Because I didn't remember nothing about it besides that line, and it being quite aggressive. But so I haven't heard much from OTEP. I kind of like her just kind of aggression that she has in her songs, and it'd be interesting to see what else she kind of comes with in her albums and whatnot. But I really, really enjoy Ghost Flowers. I kind of like the way it blends back and forth between just kind of singing and just very aggressive singing. I think it'll be a fun time. After that, we got something real interesting that I don't think many people would listen to or like, but I'll like it because it'll be fucking funny. The time has finally come for us to get to Stitches. Now, you may have heard me reference Stitches once or twice in the past. I had to make sure we're still rolling. Here we go. Let's move that to the side here. So I first heard about Stitches, of course, from Game Grumps. If you listen to me, I've referenced, I watch Game Grumps from time to time. And I was eventually just like, okay, maybe I should go check out Stitches. And so I went and checked out the 2 songs they were talking about. I fucking loved them. They were hilarious, which I think what makes it even more hilarious to me is that just like if you haven't listened to The Baddest, I think is what it's called. Yeah, The Baddest by Froggy Fresh. You are missing out. Watch that video. It's fucking funny. God, it's one of the funniest comedy videos I've ever seen in my life, because I actually don't think it's intended to be funny. I mean, I think it might have been, but it looks like it's directed in a way that means like they were completely serious, and it's just like, no, like I mean everything I'm saying, and it makes it so fucking funny. So fucking funny. Anyways, but I think it's the same thing with Stitches. I don't think this is meant to be funny. I truly believe that he means every single thing that he says. And it's hilarious to me. But I actually really enjoy it. I've heard a few songs. Obviously, Brick in Your Face, Molly Cyrus, Kilos in My Bag, Shoot to Kill. I think that's the song's called. Yeah. And My Old Ways. I've listened to those songs. I listen to them actually semi-consistently. Every now and then it's just like, I'll throw on this playlist, and I listen to the songs. And just it only sings about like the same thing in every single song, which is dealing drugs, specifically cocaine, shooting guns, and I think Get Money, but occasionally there's a yo bitch line in there and every now and then, which is it's all right. But that's like all he sings about. But somehow it's just so catchy to me. I think what I really like about Stitches is he kind of to me he really feels like he's the metal rap singer, because like he just puts so much strain and grit in his voice, and some of the lines it just really sounds like he's like the screaming metal singer of rap, which I think is just fucking cool. So we're gonna listen to two very small albums, I think like 3 to 5 songs apiece from Stitches, which is Tales of a Drug Lord and Time for Murder, which Shoot to Kill is on Time for Murder. And Tales of a Drug Lord, I believe, is My Old Ways was on that one. So I have heard technically a song from each of those albums. So we're gonna do those two albums put together. Again, you might not enjoy it, but I'll enjoy it. So that's what we got up on the horizons. I recommend checking it out because it will be funny. I feel at least that will be funny regardless. I think it's funny shit, but we'll see how you feel about it. And then after that, I usually only give two. This one I'll just give a teaser like I kind of did with OTEP. A little teaser that I'm not going to say what it is, but if you've been paying attention to everything else on my channel, you might know what it is before everyone else does who watches this. But I talked about it recently in a very special video that I was maybe switching it around its place of where it should be, and that might be coming next after. If you're true fans of the channel, you know what that means. If not, maybe go hunting around. Maybe you'll find it. I don't know. Anyways, Mother, really good album. I like this album. I enjoyed my time here through this album. There was some really good songs. There was not a single one of these songs that was just like meh. And that could have been me kind of, well, even with me kind of opening up to like, okay, let's take this in a different direction for this moment. Even with that being said, I don't think there's any that just felt weird regardless, and I was like forcing myself to be okay with it. The only thing that actually comes close to that would be We Will Rock You, which is only because I still can't hear all three of them. It's like I know there's three of them in the chorus, so that's why I feel like I can hear all three of them. I still can't pick out who's who in the chorus. I feel like there's a little bit of a mixing issue with that. But besides that, that's the only example. Like every single one of these was good. Like I enjoyed every single one of these. There was no like weird surfboard surfing witches or Old Dusty Saloon Twin Flames. There's nothing weird experimental going on like that. It was just like I was all like, yeah, this is cool, I would say it maybe didn't have as strong as of an intro, because like, oh Lord, fucking insane, sex metal, Barbie, knocked it out of the park, straight into blood, adrenalized horror, pretty epic. Fly Like an Eagle, I think they did a great cover of the song, but it didn't have that same like holy shit we're here start as the other ones did. But besides that and what I talked about with We Will Rock You, it was like pretty flawless album. So like they stepped in their game up for sure. For sure. I'm a little concerned and interested to see where they continue to go in the future. But besides that, I assume it'll be good no matter what we get, even if they decide to make a jazz album. You never know. I think we're still going to get some good stuff, so I don't know. I hope Maria decides where she wants to go in the future, like, even if it's not what the fans might like or not, just kind of hard commits to it and just finds what she wants to do as an artist. I think would be what I would truly want for Maria going forward. and not letting people tell her, no, you have to do this. So we'll see what happens with that. That being said, I really loved the in between. So finish it up really fast here. In this moment, we'll be coming back soon-ish once I finish a specific album that maybe was hinted at earlier in this video and in other videos, if you know what that is. Then I'll probably be putting In This Moment in that rotation, going back to the first album, and occasionally we'll get a In This Moment song here and there. So I can kind of flesh out the first couple albums, so we're all wrapped up, ready to go for whenever In This Moment, potentially next year, drops a new album, whatnot. We're ready to jump in on that, so we'll see what happens. I hope to see you there, and I'll see y'all next time.